Hello everyone, my name is Eugene First and welcome to lesson number 6, grade 8 mathematics. This is my cell phone number in case you want to get in touch with me. In this lesson or in this video, I'm going to provide the answers to these questions or to these activities that I gave you last time. So in lesson number 5, we have learned how to express or how to write a number as a product of its prime factors. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'll give you the answers to these activities. All right, the first one is 51. So you want to write 51 as a product of its prime factors. So what do? So we need to find out a number, the smallest prime factor that can divide 51 without any remainder, without giving us a decimal remainder. All right, so we start with number 2. Can number 2 divide into 51? It can't, because 51 ends with a 1 and 1 is an odd number. 2 can only divide into a number if that number ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, so we go to the next prime factor, number 3. Can 3 divide into 51? Yes, it can, because if you take 5 plus 1, you get 6, and 6 is a multiple of 3. So 3 can divide 51. So we need to find out now, how many times can 3 go into 51? All right, now remember that in paper 1, you are not supposed to use any calculator. So what do? You can either break up 51. 51 is made up of 30 plus 21. All right, and 3 can go into 30 how many times? 10 times. To go in 10 times. So let me just put it in brackets here. To go in 10 times. And 3 can go into 21 7 times. All right, so you need to know your multiples. So meaning that 3 goes into 51 17 times. So we put 17 here. So let me just do this. You can just allow me to do this, and so I can center everything. Easy now. There we go. All right, okay, so now we need to find the smallest prime factor that can divide into 17. But now the thing is, we know that 17 is also a prime factor. It has only 2 factors, so we know it from the list that we listed the other day. All right, 17 is right here. So meaning that 17 can only be divided by 17 or by 1. Okay, so what do? We say 17 divided by 17. What do we get? We get number 1. All right, so the moment you get the 1, that is when you stop. So the prime factors of 51 are 3 and 17. So we can say that 51 can be written as 3 times 17. And this is your final answer. These are the prime factors of 51. All right, let's go to the part B. Part B, we have 125. We want to write that as a product of its prime factors. So we look at our first, the first prime factor, number 2. Can 2 go into 125? It cannot, because 125 ends with an odd number. All right, so unfortunately we cannot. What about number 3? Number 3, so let's find out 1 plus 2 plus 5, that will give us 8. 8 is not a multiple of 3, so therefore 8 cannot go in exactly. So we move on to the next prime factor, which is number 5. So any number that ends with 5, 0 can be divided by 5. But now the thing is, we have this big number, 125 divided by 5. How do we do that without a calculator? Again, we just break it up. Let's break it up into 125. Okay, can 5 go into 100? Yes. How many times? It will go in 20 times. Can 5 go into 25? Yes. How many times? It will go in 5 times. Meaning that 5 can go into 125. 20 plus 5, which is 25. Yes. All right, we go back to our list. Can 2 divide 25? No. Can 3 divide 25? No. 2 plus 5 is 7, and 7 is not a multiple of 3. So we come back again to take 5 again. So 5 divides into or 25 divided by 5 will give us 5. All right, and then we go back again to the list. So the moment you get this number, say, you must always go back to the list to get the number that can divide into that number. So 2 cannot go into 5, 3 cannot go into 5. They will go in, but they will give us a remainder. We don't want any remainder. So 5 can go into 5 itself. How many times? Once. All right. So meaning that 25 can be written as 5 by 5 by 5. So those are the prime factors of 125. So and in short, we can write that as 5 exponent or to the power of 3. So this is now what we call index notation, and this is expanded notation. All right. All right, let's move to part C. Part C, we want to find the, we want to find the prime factors of 1000. We want to express 1000 as a product of its prime factors. Okay, so we start with the smallest. 2. Can 2 divide 1000? Yes, it can. It can divide 1000. How many times? It's like you're halving 1000. So what is a half of 1000? 500. Okay, and then we go back to the list. 2. Can 2 go in 500? Yes, it can go in. How many times? What is a half of 200? What is a half of 500? The half will be 250. All right. Okay, we go back again to the list. Can 2 go into 250? Yes, because it ends with a 0. It can go in. So 2 goes into 250. So how do we do this mentally again without a calculator? So let's break it up. 200 plus 50. Can 2 go into 200? Yes. How many times? It will go in 100 times. What about into 50? Can it go into 50? Yes. How many times? It will go in 25 times. So meaning that a 2 goes into 250. How many times? 125. All right. But now 125 cannot be divided by 2, and it can also not be divided by 3. From part B, we know that it can only be divided by 5, and we know that it 5 goes into 125. How many times? Goes in 25 times. It seems like we need another row. Okay, and 25 cannot be divided by 2 or by 3, so it can be divided by 5. So we take a 5 here. It goes in how many times? 5 times. Okay, remember you only stop when you get the 1 here. So we go back to our list of prime factors. 2 cannot go into 5, 3 cannot go into 5 without a remainder, so it's 5 itself. So 5 goes into 5. How many times? 1 time. All right, so these are the prime factors of 1000. So we can say that 1000 can be written as 2 times 2 times 2. So then we need to insert inside. We need to insert 1 and 2. Then times 5 times another 5. I think we need one more 5, so times another 5. So in short, we can say that is 2 exponent 3. Then we say times 5 exponent 3. All right, exponent 3. A little number there on top. Yes. All right. So 1000 we can either write it like 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 times 5, or 2 exponent 3 times 2, 5 exponent 3. All right. All right. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. Remember to like the video. You can comment. You are welcome to comment. All right. And in our next lesson, we are going to talk about how to find the lowest common multiple. I think we have done this in grade 7 or probably grade 6. All right. And after the lowest common multiple, we are going to find the highest common factor. So we are going to learn how to find the lowest common multiple and also how to find the highest common factor. Thank you for watching, and see you in lesson number 7.